Alright, what's up guys? Justin the Ninja here, back with more Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life Special Edition. It is the last day of winter this episode, so that means that next episode we will actually be transitioning into chapter number 5, and in turn, the second to last chapter of the whole game, surprisingly. So yeah, in just a few months, we went from the beginning of the game all the way to the second to last chapter. That's crazy. Okay, I'm just checking the weather. Alright, whatever. Okay, let's step outside. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let my animals out. Alright, the sky looks relatively clear. So that means we should be able to keep them outside for a good while. Oh! That was fast. That was quick. I was not expecting her to be ready for isolation that fast. I was expecting her to be ready by, I don't know, the start of chapter 5, but no. She is already ready to be isolated on the last day of chapter 4. You know, that's a good thing because we'll be getting money flowing in a little bit later in chapter 5. But at the same time, that means that it's a slightly longer period that we gotta keep a close eye on, especially her. Okay, let me go ahead and brush her real fast, just to be sure. Just to make sure she stays clean throughout the entire isolation period. Okay, I need to go into my tool shed and get the isolation fence. Yes, I would like to isolate my cow. And then afterwards I need to put food in her box. I think it was some point toward the end of chapter 2 that I got my first cow isolation. And when you have to isolate a cow for the... I remember that... Even though it was like a few chapters ago when we first got a cow isolated, I remembered that the first time you isolate a cow, you have to get a longer version of the isolation cutscene where the Harvest Sprites put out the isolation fence for you. Which is why it's the cow's first time being isolated. I would highly recommend bathing your cow right before the isolation, or else her being dirty for a long time during the isolation could potentially make her be sick. But since I, for the most part, know what I'm doing from experience, that should not happen. Alright, let me go ahead and pick up this wild plant. You know, I'm gonna eat it so I don't get disrupted by hunger animations for a while. So that means no milk from Caramel today. And actually for a few days, but once she gives birth again, we're gonna be getting money flooding in again. Also, let me show you guys something. I have a little less money than last episode because on day 9 I ordered the fertilizer maker extension, which to my understanding it doesn't influence your kid towards being a scholar, so I went ahead and purchased it because it can help out quite a bit. It will make it so that you don't have to constantly buy fertilizer if you need it. What you do is I think you just throw away 2 things, like 2 items that you want to just throw away, and then the machine will make 1 bag of fertilizer after a little bit, which I think is really cool. Some people are saying that you can only throw flowers into the thing and it will do it, but I don't know. I'm not there. I haven't confirmed it yet since I don't even have it yet. My prediction is that it'll be here by either the first day of Chapter 5 or some point after. Alright, good thing I took out the regular sickle, because if I took out the weird one, it would have cut down all the neighboring plants. And we don't want that. So yeah, we're almost done with our winter crops. I still want to decide what I grow for the spring. Okay, let's go ahead and water these 2 strawberries that are remaining. Also, good news, guys. In terms of my attempts at influencing Angel towards one of the farm careers, I think it's paying off, because not only is farming her highest like, but it's also... I'm so sorry. She hangs around these fields a lot, and she also visits Vesta's a lot, so that's good. She visits Vesta's farm, which is really good. That means that my influencing is paying off, is what I'm trying to say. And I can see Lumina just went inside the food storage. So yeah, at the end of this chapter, guys, fingers crossed that we get the farmer cutscene with Angel. Because for the ends of chapters 2 and 3, we got the musician cutscene, which that's to be expected because I chose to have my character marry someone that was into music quite a bit, so naturally, genetically, she was going to be inclined to be interested in music, but usually when I have my character marry someone when I start a file of this game, I commonly tend to try to influence my kid towards something that is not their natural strength, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, if things go well, Angel may become a farmer at the end of this playthrough. Alright, let me see here. I'm just pretty much picking up any edible wild plants that might be growing around the area. Also, since this is the last day of winter, this is the last time we can speak to Mukumuku to get a duplicate of the Joy of Fall record. And also, by next episode, I'm likely going to have Breeze or Spring Song on the record player when I start Chapter 5. I usually have Breeze on the record player when I start another chapter. Simply because that was the first record that was on the record player when the character first joined and started working on the farm. It's just a thing of mine to do that. To switch back to Breeze every time I start another chapter. As you can see, I decided to put Quiet Winter on the player. I just feel like when the place is not covered in snow during the winter, it just doesn't feel right playing Winter HM during those times, because I just feel like if I hear Winter HM, I associate with like the whole place being covered in snow or something. So I decided to play Quiet Winter or something. Thank you, Mukumuku. Joy of Fall. Yep. We have it already, but my plan is to sell the duplicates to Van on the first Van day of Chapter 5. Which is going to be starting next episode, so yeah. Also, just so you know, to my fellow YouTuber Dabsy/Mercury, try not to be overly excited to see what my Chapter 5 thumbnail looks like, because, like I said in one of your chats, It's just a slightly altered version of the Chapter 4 thumbnail, so don't be expecting too much, okay? Not to be rude, but please don't expect too much. So yeah, just letting you know. Alright, so I'm pretty much just waiting for the dig site to open up because I want to go dig for a few and then come back to the farm and finish our farm work. Alright, I'd say let's start. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to the dig site. Alright, what's up, Carter? Yes, I will help you out with your excavation. I don't care if we don't find too much. I'm just trying to. I think I'm just gonna dig up the top row and then leave, because when I'm not looking for the tablet, I already have it or something. Well, already found it for this year. I usually just don't try to dig too much. I usually just get lazy, dig one row, and then leave. It's only when I'm trying to find the tablet for that corresponding chapter that I will be sitting there trying to dig up as much of the dig site as I can before 5 p.m. hits, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm just going to let the time advance on its own past 11. The reason sometimes I wait till noon to stop digging is because of the fact that if you wait till around noon and then you stop digging, because if you don't know, the dig site is an exploit to clear the weather up. If you stop digging around noon, it will actually stay perfectly clear for the second half of that day you're playing, which is awesome. So pretty much I'm just going to run around now. I'm just going to chill until just after noon hits. Here you go, viewers. Have a little staring contest with Mark. There you go. Staring contest. 3, 2, 1, go. Blinking is allowed in this contest. It's the first person to look away loses. Okay, the contest is over. I was just doing that just to mess around, be funny. Okay, I don't know if that was funny or not, but I was just doing that to pass the time a little bit on the game until I was ready to stop digging. I think that was pretty funny what I just did. I don't know if any of y'all will find it funny, but I thought it was. Okay. Okay. Now, let's head back to the farm. I don't know if anything crazy is going to happen for the remainder of this episode. I think the only thing important that's going to happen is the transition into Chapter 5 next episode. But I don't know if anything much will happen other than that. Okay, I'm going to move over here. Since the strawberries are ready, I'm going to go over there and harvest them real fast. And I realized, with the help of the fertilizer maker that I ordered, we should be able to get as much fertilizer as we need so that we can possibly, potentially, bump our crop letter grade to S if we needed to. Or A, I'm fine with either one. I'm half tempted to start doing a couple more hybrids again. Even though I only said that I was going to do I did only one hybrid earlier in the Let's Play just to show the feature off, and then I was going to be done with it. I'm considering trying to show you guys what it looks like when you make a 3rd generation hybrid. Because some of the 3rd gen hybrids you can make, they're pretty cool. One of them resembles a light bulb, and another one actually resembles symbols, which is kind of interesting. Alright, so I'm just cutting down some grass with my weird sickle. If you don't know what it does, the weird sickle cuts down any neighboring plant that you cut alongside the one you cut. So yeah, I'd say other than that, it's pretty helpful. Alright, so I'm just going to cut down this amount right here and just leave at least a row or two left for the animals to eat. It should be okay for them for a little while. Plus, we're going to be getting as much fertilizer as we need pretty soon anyway, so we can fertilize the grass again. Alright, I'm going to go over here and put another thing of fodder inside Caramel's box. Alright, almost 50 fodder. Nice. Alright, Caramel has her food. Holy crap, we're only at 17 minutes? Wow. I was expecting us to be at least at around 19 to 20 minutes. Holy crap. Okay, you know what? Hate to break it to y'all, but again, like I said, since I don't think anything crazy was going to happen this episode, I'm going to go in here and sleep until around 5 p.m. and then I'll end the episode. And then next episode, we will transition into chapter 5. I almost said 6, but no. No, chapter 6, my character would look much older than this. Older than he looks now, is all I gotta say. Wait, where's Angel going? Oh, she's standing by the art sculpture. Interesting. I don't think I've checked my assets in a while. I'll have to check that in a bit. So I'm just showing her this stuff real fast before I end the episode. Okay, before I sleep, let me check my assets. Angel, how's she? Oh! Nice! Not bad. Angel has gained a little bit of an extra like in farming. Well, ranching. Nice. Not bad. Alright, let me go to sleep for a little bit. And then I will end the episode, since nothing crazy happened. Okay. If you guys enjoyed this episode, consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys later.